Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Tech Beams, and this is a speed test matchup between the Xiaomi Mi 8 SE and the Xiaomi Mi 6X. Right here, my friends, is a very special matchup because on the Mi 8 SE we have the Snapdragon 710 processor and I'm pitting it against the slightly older Snapdragon 660 processor. Now Xiaomi claims that the 710 processor is 20% faster than the 660 processor we have here on the Mi 6X. But yeah, those are just numbers on paper. I have all these apps right here. I'm gonna launch all of them and we're about to find out which of these guys is actually faster. Now I'm also gonna include a quick drain test right here, so while we're doing the speed test, I'm also draining the battery at the same time, and we're gonna see if the 710 processor is actually much more efficient than the Snapdragon 660. They said that this is 40% much more efficient. Now to make this a lot more interesting, I'm gonna throw in a heat test to see which of these guys are actually much hotter. But before we start guys, I'm actually gonna make a camera comparison between these two, so please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss it. Alright, without further ado, let the bell begin. No. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna check out if there are apps open. Nope, no background apps opened. And let's see the battery levels, 100%. And let's see how hot these are right now. 30% here, 33% as well. Okay, let's start off with Google Play Store. That opened up at the same time. Okay, now let's try Google Chrome. And it looks like this one was a little bit faster. I'll just see in post. Okay, now let's try YouTube. Oh, this loaded up much faster. That took quite some time to load. Alright, let's just move on to the next app. Google Apps. Yeah, I think this one finished first. But it was close. I just didn't notice it. Okay. Let's try Google Earth. This one loaded up much faster. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Not as advertised, I guess. Let's just see later. But currently, the Mi 6X is winning this. Let's try Amazon. Oh my goodness. No. That did not just happen. So the advertised 15% faster in launching apps is not there. I can see it from the first 5 apps here. That's not the case. It's not much faster than the Mi 6X. Now let's try Spotify. See that? Still first. Oh my god, what is happening to the Mi 8 SE? Yeah, so I don't want to trick you guys. I just want to make sure that this is the right phones, and it is. I just want to show you guys that this is actually the Mi 6X. Okay, let's just try another app. Okay, let's try Asphalt 8. And as you can see, that is much faster on the Mi 6X as well. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? No. So it's not as advertised. This is not 15% much faster at launching the apps. No, what I'm seeing right now is that the Mi 6X is actually a little bit faster, and that's quite odd. Alright, now let's try Angry Birds 2. Now guys, I'm not being biased here, but I'm just expecting the Mi 8 SE to be a little bit faster than the Mi 6X, simply because the processor here is a lot more advanced than the processor on the Mi 6X. Yeah, so yeah, that loaded up at the same time. Let's just try another game. Now let's try Mario Run. Okay, that was at the same time. And yeah, these guys are both $300 phones. Oh, there you go. It loaded up faster here. Okay, now let's try Hungry Shark. I think this is the last one. Yes, it is the last one. and it looks like this one was faster. Okay, let's move on to the final test, which is the Antutu benchmark. Alright, let's start. And let's see who is quicker here. And yep, this one is already ahead by a little bit. And okay, so what I'm seeing right now is that the Mi 8 SE is a lot more smoother than the Mi 6X. See right here, it just looks so laggy and choppy right here. And this one looks like a flagship phone. Yeah, this is what you're gonna get from a flagship phone already. I mean, I've tested the Black Shark and the Mi 8 on this, and this is what I am actually getting from those phones. And this right here feels more like a mid-range phone. And yeah, look at that. It's actually much faster on rendering graphics. And there you have it, my friends. The Mi 8 SE scored a whopping 163,666, while the Mi 6X only scored 123,706. And as you can see, the CPU right here is 14,000 points more than the Mi 6X. It's actually in the GPU where it's actually crushing the Mi 6X here. I'm guessing it's 15 to 20,000 points more. Alright, now let's see how hot these guys are after that benchmarking test. And right here you have 37 degrees Celsius, and for the Mi 6X it's 37.7 degrees Celsius. Alright, almost the same. Now let's try to play some games. Okay, I have here GFX tool. I'm actually gonna play PUBG. Okay, I just set everything to max settings, and let's just run the game. So I just enabled HDR, 60 frames per second, realistic. Let's just see what the results are on both these phones. Alright, as you can see right here, these are the settings that I have set for both. And some of these aren't even available if you don't do the GFX tool like what I did earlier. So let's just start the game. Okay. Whoa, what are you doing? I'm just testing. Don't punch me. Okay, alright, from the looks of it, this one is lagging so much, and this one is not. And this is, the experience that I'm getting here is actually comparable to some of the flagships. Yes, I'm really seeing a big difference on the graphics right here. There's so much lag on the Mi 6X, and I don't see that much on the Mi 8 SE. I'm thinking this is lower than 30 frames per second, maybe lower than 24 frames per second on the Mi 6X, while on the Mi 8 SE looks like it's hovering around 40 to 50 frames per second. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna jump now. Yes, there is no doubt about it. The Mi 8 SE is way better for gaming. Alright, let's just check. 41 degrees Celsius, and right here 40 degrees Celsius, so this is actually much cooler than the Mi 6X. Alright, so I have been playing this game for 15 minutes now. I just died for both phones, so let's just see how hot these two are. 45 degrees Celsius on the Mi 6X, and right here only 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, so there's a big difference here. This one is actually much cooler in the long term. Yep, that's actually a good sign that this is a much better processor. And yeah, let's see how the battery is. Okay, and there you have it, my friends. 89% on the Mi 8 SE and just 85% on the Mi 6X. So this is definitely much more efficient compared to the Mi 6X. Looks good. Now let's just try one more game, which is Rules of Survival. Alright, so here is Rules of Survival on max settings. Just set it up for both. So as you can see, it's just so smooth. It really is. And here on the Mi 6X, it's actually also smooth. And that just tells you that PUBG is actually a much heavier game compared to Rules of Survival. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this speed test comparison between the Mi 8 SE and the Mi 6X. And it looks like the Mi 8 SE is winning on the gaming side, but for the launching of the apps, it's not really that much faster. And there are times, well actually most of the time, the Mi 6X was faster at launching the apps. But then when playing games, the Mi 8 SE just literally destroyed the Mi 6X here. It's just so smooth here compared to the Mi 6X, as you can see right here. So yeah, if you're gonna ask me which one of these guys I would buy, I would actually buy the Mi 8 SE. It might not have a headphone jack, but it does have everything I need. And I just, have that connection with it. It feels perfectly in my hand. It feels like a lover that's kind of holding your hand. That's just how I feel with it. There's just a connection with it and me. And yeah, that and the performance, of course, that's why we had this speed test. The performance on this thing is actually much better. Well, in terms of gaming, of course. And yeah, what about the camera? The camera, I'm gonna be doing that comparison in a future video, so please do subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss that comparison, guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this comparison. Thank you so much for watching. This is Vince Domingo from TechBeans, and I'll see you on the next video.